Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the WGL Season 3 Gold Series. My name is Benjamin Breaker Novotny.
Lisa Edison 99.
And today, we've got like a whole lineup of new things we want to go ahead and show you. We've got a new tournament format, new meta, new map, some new maps.
We got a couple new maps.
Before we get things started off too far off, we're actually both sick today. I think Edison is just a little bit worse than me. But if you hear us coughing during the broadcast, do forgive us. All right, so a couple of new maps. What are they? Do we know yet? We should know.
Yeah, we got it. Let's see, let me check it. Some map, some maps is in the YC, the Moravanka.
Yeah, Moravanka.
Other like Prokhorovka, Rimberg, Himmelsdorf, and Step. It's an old map on the WGL.
That's right. I also want to add that in the event of a tiebreaker, the map is already predetermined per date. That means the teams actually can't choose which map they're going to play the tiebreaker on. Instead, it's actually going to go ahead and be played on a map that is already predetermined by Wargaming, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
As for our new tournament format, I think we're about to get into that pretty soon, when the production crew prompts us. But it looks like we've lost our own preview
we don't have
screen.
A screen right now.
Yeah, so we actually don't know what's going on there. It looks like hashtag made in Taiwan. We're gonna see what's coming up pretty soon.
Yep. But
all right. Any moment now. Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about the new teams. I did previously announce that not One Blood, but rather I announced that Intense Honking came together with Numb to make a new team.
God, we're here.
Yeah, that was wrong. Instead, it's One Blood and Intense Honking, but I'll go ahead and explain that later. So here's the new tournament format and the rules that we have to go with. You can only have 2 types of team rosters that are available to you. You can have 5 tier 8s and then 2 tier 7 tanks added into the mix, or you can have 6 tier 8 tanks and 1 tier 6 tank. No other compositions are allowed, but hey guys, guess what? That means if you've only got your subpar T8 tank, your non-tier 8 tanks, if those are the only ones that are alive, you're not necessarily doomed. They actually have a fighting chance, so we're not going to see those stranded T1 Cunninghams struggling for dear life anymore.
Yeah, we don't have a T1 anymore.
Yeah, conversely, we're not going to have T1 Cunninghams killing AMX 1390s anymore. Match regulations. One match consists of 2 maps and a maximum of 8 battles. One map includes 4 battles where each team plays 2 times in attack and 2 times in defense. It's a little bit confusing, but it's a format I've played before. With a different game title, of course. The roles are played according to the following rule. Attack, attack, defense, defense. To win the match, a team needs to win 5 battles out of 8. If one team gets 5 wins, remaining battles are not played. So that means we cut straight into the next match if we see one team go straight to 5 points without dropping a single map.
Yeah, in the other ways, it means we got a bowl 9 game.
Best of 9, essentially. Yeah, potentially. I mean, like, if we have...
You need a 5 point.
Right.
So it's a bowl 9.
The only way we see a tiebreaker is if there's going to be an end score of 4-4.
Yep.
All right. So in case the match ends in a draw, the winner will be decided by a tiebreaker. And of course, as I mentioned before, the tiebreaker map is already predetermined for each and every day.
Yeah, but let's not mention about the game type. It's a assault mode game. So we got a home team, we got a gas team. So they have to play like two times on the defense, twice on the attack. So it's more. I think it's more fair this time.
Oh yeah, and not only that, we're gonna have. I mean, we're gonna have some action-packed games. We're not gonna have people sitting around all day. This is going to encourage people to fight head-on. The meta is, of course, right. This is something we forgot to explain. Each and every map is gonna have 2 capture points, and capture point number 1 on Himmelsdorf, as you can see, is actually to the far west end of the map. But Edison, I want your opinion. What tier 6 or tier 7 tanks do you think we are likely to see?
Yeah, I think it's more possibility. It's higher possibility on a team choose a tier 6 because on the tournament, the tier 8 is still really powerful compared to tier 7. So I bet the teams will prefer. Okay, we got a black
yeah,
screen.
we lost our screen, but of course Edison still has an observer position in game. Hopefully the stream is completely uninterrupted for you guys, and I'll be able to continue shot calling with play-by-play as time goes on. But we do have an all-in-one PC, which brings me to our next point. We're gonna be bringing new technology to the game. By, I guess you could say, just illustrating on screen what the most likely attack patterns would be from Team A or Team B. But there we go. We got the screen back. I'm not sure why it disappears all of a sudden, but hashtag made in Taiwan. Okay. So more likely to see 6 tier 8s and a tier 6, right?
Yep. And we can see a screen here. You know, they ban the 4 maps and leave the 2. So on the procedure, they have to ban the map first, right? The rest 2 maps they're gonna play, and on the Himmelsdorf they're gonna play 4 times, you know. But on Prokhorovka, it depends on who can get the 5th point first.
Oh yeah, that I think is going to be very critical. Okay, so I want to go ahead and highlight for the moment that what you guys can see on the map preview is only 1 capture point. You can't see the second one, but it's on the north end of the map. The defending team should be the red team, of course, but who's going to be the red team in this game, Edison?
Okay.
Wait a minute.
The defense team.
I'm sorry. On your screen, it's the green team. On our screen, it's the red team that's defending, but it's confusing.
Yep.
So,
in the easiest way, if the team on the left side, it means that's a home team, that's a defense team. On the left side is a home team. On the right side is an attack team. That's it. So on the left side is the finisher. Finisher is 1 block from the silver league, and they
merged with
one,
Intense
right?
Honking. Huh?
Yeah, and they got some members from Intense Honking. You know.
Right. Well, I mean, like, you got to stop and think about it for a minute. I mean, sometimes players need a break from the game, and then they can come back fresh, good as new, things like that. And what's the word I'm looking for? It's just, it could be a fresh new start in 2015 for a lot of the World of Tanks players.
Yep.
And looks like a good deal of the players in lobby are actually disconnecting, getting their final tank loadout.
Maybe they're gonna check and lay equipment or something about that. And another team is a formation. You know, both teams from the silver lead on the previous season, so they are top 1 and top 2. And the less scored on the silver lead is so close. So I bet they're gonna have a really close game today. You know?
Yeah, and let's not forget that these guys, both teams actually have wargaming accounts, which means they've got access to any and all vehicles they want. They don't have to spend, you know, heartaches worth of gold to get their tanks ready and ship shape.
But I think the most important part is the crew. You know, they got 11 skills, every member. I mean, if you got an MS-50, right? So you got 4 crews on the tank, and normally if you play like 3,000 games on the MS-50, you're gonna got a 5 skill crew.
We just lost our monitor again. Something strange is going on.
Yeah, and the WG is gonna give you 11 skill crew without any training.
That is nice. Something is wrong with the English stream as we're not presently on twitch.tv. Something is not right here. Well, that's okay. I wouldn't give it too terribly much thought. I mean, it'll come back on eventually. Our production crews just got to figure out what the problem is, but checking the tank loadout right now. Of course, a lot of you guys can't see this back at home. Front mission has chosen 3 AMX-50-100s, 2 IS-3s, and 2 ISs. So they're going with 5 tier 8s, 2 tier 7s.
Yep.
And from Phoenix, it's going to be a T-32, IS-3, KV-2. So they're going the tier 6 route, and they're going to have 7 tier 8s, and a single tier 6. The KV-2's got some pretty strong firepower on it, but I noticed that it can get rustled by an ARL 44's 90mm cannon at some points.
Okay, I think it's a 6 tier 8. But you know, there's a T-32 is really quite weird here. You know, we seldom see any T-32 played or used on the Himmelsdorf. You know, people used to prefer the IS-3 over Chinese 110.
Well, the tournament is beginning. Now spawning to the south, it would actually be...
Not south, I think.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay,
Oh,
it's a
spawning.
home team. Yeah, it's a home team.
Yeah, spawning to the north, excuse me. I was looking at Edison's monitor. Spawning to the north, it is going to be... What? Yeah, but...
South formation.
There we go. Something's finally right here. It's been fixed. Okay, so to the north, it's front mission, as Edison said. To the south, it's going to be Team Phoenix.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, you can see that on the mod. Okay, on the north side. I
Right.
saw that. I saw that.
One other problem with the mod is we can't actually see how much damage is being dealt, but I think that's what we have your monitor for. So what do you
Okay.
think we're going to see coming out of this game, Edison? What's the choice going to be from our teams?
Which one? You mean the formation?
Yeah, I mean, right
yeah,
now...
I think they're gonna go this way. We can use the board here. They're gonna go like this one.
Uh-huh,
And,
gotcha.
this one.
All
So
right.
we can see my drawing on the small map, I guess.
Yeah, on the minimap.
Mhm.
Okay, so it looks like they're progressing their way into that, and for the time being, we're actually going to see our defensive team, Phoenix, kind of hanging back for the time being. We're having some technical issues right now as our monitor that actually shows everything is kind of going in and out. I'm not really understanding it, but let's get that cleared away, make some less eye clutter for the viewers. Okay. So there we go. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Edison got rid of it. There we go. Here we go. The engagement's coming, and FMOWD 400, excuse me, WD 40, I don't know how I didn't see that, is getting ready to get the initiate, going on to Angerid and maybe Bingo Bongo.
Well, we got so many tanks on the map, so it's somewhat tough.
So many big ones, too. And he takes the first shot. It costs him about a fifth of his total HP. All right. Now, Calliope is going around the back, but it's just a little bit difficult to say what his decision will be at this stage in the game. All right, he's just going to hang back, maybe wait for WD-40 to turn the corner, and then pop a shot out. Angerid's just waiting there, calm as can be.
Yeah, I think they're gonna make a flanking like this, but on this situation, they have to attack on this side first. It's the best way for them because if they're gonna attack from the north side, it's defend. They got two windows here, so it's much easier to defend for them. I mean, for the Finnish team, if the formation can go through the south side like here and the two way to attack, they can much easier to clear the M50 and KV2 on the south side.
Right. Something I'd also like to point out is we still don't have the English stream online, which is very strange for the time being. But let's go ahead and just wait to see how this game unfolds. I'm a little bit surprised they aren't trying to go for the 9 o'clock position at the moment, but looks like, speaking of moving forward, they're piling in right now. Kind of. Angerid he's got an itchy trigger finger. He's ready to hit WD-40 there. 4 minutes remain on the clock. Need I remind you that if front mission is not, if they don't get captured by Phoenix here, or if they don't all die, then they effectively speaking win the round. Capture is now going down, but this is not looking too good. The initiate was not coming too strong there from Phoenix.
Yep. Both teams only
Yeah, but
they do not.
oh man, Bloodlust is getting really overzealous here. He's diving in a little bit too far for his own good. He could be knocked out of the game if Zeratul doesn't come in and try and block some shots. It looks like the move was made as it needed to be.
Yeah, but I think someone had to cover it, but no one did anything.
Right. We just lost vision again. We just lost vision on our monitor. I can't say what exactly the issue is. WD-40 coming in here. He's going to get a shot in the rear of that tank, and he does indeed take him down and out of the game. And now it's hard to say who is going where with this fight, as we actually don't have vision of what is happening.
Yeah, but
in-game.
actually on the on my computer, I can see the formation got.
Right. Who on earth is winning this? Is it front mission? I
Yeah,
think
it looked like this one.
Indeed it does.
Yeah, because they got right away for attack, but it's quite even right now. Depends on who got more ammo. I mean the M50.
All right, so here we are. WD-40 now, it looks like, is getting the shots to the rear turret on that IS. And first one connected just as it should have, but I mean, let's face it, he's He's facing off against someone who's got a ton more HP than him, and it looks like he got
Oh.
knocked out. Indeed, that will be the case.
Yep.
So now this is a 2 versus 2. Low HP tank, high HP tank from both sides.
Yep.
Actually, medium and low. All right, so here comes
But,
Zeratul for that
formation
flank.
got 2 auto loaders, so you can see the
Shot
power
to the
of auto loader
broadside,
right now.
but his teammate was taken out of the game. Now it's
Okay.
1 versus 1. That's an AMX-50 going up against, what is Rodak in?
His I3.
An IS-3, he's got a long reload. Oh man.
Oh, he
Bounce
missed 2.
or something. Maybe it hit one of the dead tanks. He's on the reload. Is he on the
had to
reload?
run away. Wow.
Unfortunate as it may be, he's gonna have to run away. But this is not a situation where the game ends in a tie. I remind you for the second time. If Rodak stays alive,
Yeah, but you know, 1 minute
they win
is
the game.
enough for M50 to reload. So if I3 missing any shot, he cannot lose this one.
what if his ammo rack was hit? Oh man.
Yeah, but you know, both tanks got really low hit points, so it's a 1 shot, 1 kill scenario right now. And I bet the M50 is on reloading, so you know.
All right.
If I3 run away and hide, he cannot win this one because of it's no chance to capture right now.
Glad to see that the English stream is finally online on my end, but Rodak has got to, he's definitely got to change the course of this game. He's got to change where it's going, at least for the time being, or there's simply, I feel like, no turning this around. Okay.
Okay, I actually choose a really sad position right now. You know, that's a really nice position.
Yeah, I mean, all he's got to do is get that one hit, or at least stay alive. But wait, is he in 50 meters of Zeratul right now?
We cannot check it right now because on the new model we cannot. Okay, no.
Oh man,
It's
Front
far-
Mission wins it, or Phoenix wins this.
Yeah, Phoenix win this one.
All right, he just took the wrong turn. He's going further and further and further away from home. Zeratul must be very frustrated right now, and he can't get in there. He can't do it. Well, I mean, 2 seconds, 1 second. He can't fire a shot that's going to penetrate enough walls to actually take down that final tank on Front Mission. So unfortunate as it may be, this game goes straight to Phoenix.
Yep. I think on the KV2 on this match is not work that great, you know, as our expectation, because of, you know, the KV2 with a 122mm gun is really nice if he faces the M50. But I think on this match he don't have too many chances to shot and die, you know.
All right. Well, I think that basically wraps this game up in a nutshell. We'll be back in just a few minutes after a short break. Okay, well, yeah, the production crew has actually prompted us with some slew of their own technical issues right now.
We got the damage for here, you know, the KV2 only making 18 damage.
Only 80 damage?
18.
What did he hit? Did he ram something?
I don't think so. Maybe he missed something, you know, and you know, the 152mm gun is not accurate at all. So, you know, just shoot something at least. So he used a high, maybe, let me check it.
Maybe friendly, no.
Oh, he shot 4 times, but maybe he used hit. Oh no, not, maybe he used AP, but not penetrate, so only making 18 damage. But, you know, on the formation, they use 2 ice. Pretty good, you know. 2 ice making like 2100, so 2100. It's quite fair for the tier 7. Not bad, I think.
Indeed.
But you know, I think on this match, because of the formation, they only use 3 tanks to power push the south side, so they do not make a lot different on the. I mean the damage. You know, if they use a 4 tank to push or 5 tank to push and 2 or 3 to defend the north, I think they can win this one because of they got more power on the open field. They can easier to kill enemy. But if you choose like 4 to 5 to push north, there are too many cover. You know, it's really hard to push. Yeah.
Either way, it was a really, really painfully close game at the end. I mean, it came down to that one shot that we just saw the Front Mission player miss in the AMX-50.
2 shots.
It just goes to show you that one mistake can cost you the game sometimes.
Yeah. If you know, just go forward and you know, and more accurate, and you know, just make 2 damage. Let's win that one. But you know, 4 rounds only 2 damage. If he makes 3, he already win. You know.
unfortunate. All right, so we'll be back after a short break, guys. All right, guys, we are back with game number 2, and this one is what on Himmelsdorf. That's right. I had to get used to it. I thought there was a mistake. But here we go. This is going to be round number 2, where we see the same team on offense yet again.
Yep.
Game number 1 actually resulted in victory for Phoenix, and looks like we're going to bring things back to us on the screen. So, stopping to think about what we saw in that last game, do you think we're going to see Front Mission repeat the same mistakes that they made in game number 1?
Yeah, I think they cannot push again, but this time they cannot adjust the route, I guess, because of on this map it's not that easy to capture. Even they got to capture a circle,
Right. And the game has just begun on our end, unless it's some kind of a user error. But here we are. We've got 3 AMX-50s, 2 IS-3s, and 2 ISs coming out of Front Mission, all just like game number 1.
Yep.
But I'm wondering what we have coming out of our other team.
Yeah, but I think I guess the Phoenix, they can change something about this one. I think, and they know the KB2 is not that good on this map, I guess. Or they choose again?
It looks like they did.
Or they choose again.
Pretty similar setup, but wait a minute.
Yep.
Okay, an AMX-50, KV2. And I think it looks like they got some. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at Team Phoenix's loadout. Front Mission. Okay.
Front Mission got the same setup, I think.
Right. Okay. So now I'm looking at Team Phoenix, and it looks like it's a little bit difficult to call what they have right now. But we're still getting used to the new production crew setup, if you will. But here we are. We've got Front Mission on the offense yet again. They are going through the very. They're kind of doing things a bit different. A different kind of split.
They're different. They're different. I think this time they're gonna go like this one. And this tank, they're gonna take a chance to capture, maybe,
All right. So the guy that we're following right now on Edison's screen, at least according to the minimap, would actually be Blood Plus, and he's piloting an AMX-50 right now. And I feel like that would probably be, I don't know, I think he's just there to not really wrestle some jimmies, but take a good brunt of damage, if you will.
Oh, they cannot use the 2 tank to capture on south, so that means they cannot have other tank to defend on this line. So in order to cover the 2 tank capture, or they had the other play style, like they use the 2 tank here, flanking to their back. So
I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah, but I don't know which way they're gonna choose. Either capture or take a 2 tank to flank it.
I definitely feel like flanking would be one of the better maneuvers for our team to employ. But it's just, how do I say this?
They're gonna use the I3 to track the attention first, so they can use the M50 to capture. Okay, because the south side do not push, that means the M50 is mainly for capture only, I think.
Indeed. Okay. Well, I could definitely see that happening. But what about the capture time that it takes once you're in the circle? Does that change at all, or is it the same as it was in season 1? And I'm sorry, season 2. Season 1 and season 2.
I'm not sure right now because after the update, I didn't play any assault mode yet.
Oh wow.
But
okay.
It shouldn't have any change. I didn't see any announcement about change yet, so maybe it's the same. But if M50 for capture, that means it need like 200 seconds, right?
They're getting ready to pile in right now. Indeed, look at this.
And this time they still want to push on the north side. The north part have a KV2 and T32, which is pretty good, you know. I mean, the
positioning
for defense. I mean, no, it's pretty good. So on this time, I think he won't use the hit or not a hit, the AP round again. He should use a high exposure round, and the T32 here is really easy to defend.
Speaking of HE, guess what? Oh man, that's a lot of pain that got dished out on TY Killer. Yeah,
it's penetrating, making like an 800 hit point, I think.
Indeed.
Wow.
Alright, so now Ingrid's not in a great position. He's already half tank, if you will, half HP. And he's trying to return what fire he can, but now he's down to a quarter of his own HP. One or two more shots, he's out of the game. He dodges one from WD-40 just now. And TY Killer is keeping him cornered for the time being. Front mission, they might be poised to make that ambush happen, if you will.
Yeah. But right now, I think the key point is the M50 here. You know, here to flank him, trying to go here, and this one gonna die very soon. Wow.
All right.
The position is not bad for formation right now, and I think the two tanks on the south is gonna flank it right now.
All right. Well, let's see how this pans out. I think you're right, isn't it? It's looking increasingly more and more like that in this present situation, anyway.
Yeah.
And there's that AMX-50 coming from the south, as you pointed out on the minimap. And he is slowly advancing his position there. But right now, I still must enunciate that Team Phoenix's tanks are all operational, though one or two of them are very low in HP. Except, I'm sorry, it's just Ingrid who's in a really bad way right now. And game number 1 did end in victory for Team Phoenix. The question is, are they going to get the victory in game number 2? Front mission can't sit idly here and let nothing happen. It's going to be close to impossible to get that victory in less than 2 minutes.
They're going to push south. The problem right now is the M50 had to move as soon as possible. Okay, he started to move right now.
Oh man.
The position is nice.
There goes that pylon. The capture has been initiated. Blade's now getting lit up on Phoenix, and he is, I wouldn't say totally surrounded, but he's pinned down right now in his best position. Blood Plus is taking a lot of damage there, I might add. Now he's down to 1 hit, essentially. Backing off, so too is Help Me Please. Ingrid was taken down in the exchange, I might add, and Blade looks like he's next on the hit list as he's finally been pinned down. Fresh Meat been dealing out a lot of fire, and even himself is now out of the game. Phoenix only has 3 operational tanks remaining, but we have 5 coming from
I think there's
6, excuse me.
Yeah, someone's really good.
Oh man, he is. FY Killer was on fire just now. We just lost our monitor, and it looks like front mission by the guess of things on the minimap is just not looking good at all. Oh man.
I think this time the formation chose the right way. You know, it chose the from the south side to flank is totally right.
All right, well, there goes. Score is now 1-1, and that's going to put 1 blood on the offensive now. That was
on this season we got 2 more tanks on the attack side. I mean, both sides got 2 more tanks, but I feel if you want to break through, if you want to break through on the defense side, normally defense side you cannot set all tanks on the one part or one point, so they cannot split. But for attack side, they cannot rush through one in the maybe one or two ways. But if you got more tanks for rush part, in the part of rush, it's much more benefit about this, I think. I feel on the attack side, they gonna have more advantage if you got more tank. I mean, the new rule is I think if a team is love to attack, they cannot benefit from this.
All right, let me ask you this before we go to a quick break, Addison. What cannon does the IS have on it?
They use a 122mm gun. Its damage is same to I3, but the DPM, even the DPM is higher than I3.
All right.
Yeah, it's
that's interesting.
Yeah, but the penetration is lower.
Oh, so
The
less potential to do
lower.
damage.
Yeah,
right.
the penetration only, if you use the premium run, I mean the gold run, is only 217. But for the I3, if you use the premium run, it's almost like 250. So it's somewhat different. But if you use the use the gold run, 217 penetration is okay for him because of if you aim carefully, you can penetrate every tier A tank. It's
nice.
Okay. Yeah, but ice DPM is really nice. It's somewhat weird, you got ice and I3 DPM is lower than ice, somewhat not reasonable, but it's almost the same. I have to say that it a little higher, but not that different.
All right.
But the penetration is different.
Let's take it into a quick break, and then we're going to see game number 3 on Himmelsdorf.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back with round number 3. It's going to be again on Himmelsdorf, but we're swapping positions. That means this time around we're going to see One Blood and Intense Honking, which is effectively speaking now Team Phoenix, going on offense while we see Front Mission on defense.
Yep.
So the more critical question here is, are we going to see a 1-1 again, which is going to put both of our teams at a tie at 2-2, and then we could potentially see more games on the next map, and then it's just a question like that, essentially speaking. But if we were to see One Blood take both games and bring their score effectively to 3 points, then that means they only need to get 2 more wins in the next map, and then they win the entire set for the night. But let's not get too cheerful and one-sided, because the score is now only 1-1, and we're hopping into our 3rd round of the evening.
And
So
I do remember on the Silver League, One Blood only lose once. I mean, the whole season they only lose once. It's 2 formation.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, they only lose
wow.
2 formation.
Where's Front Mission from? Are they from Vietnam?
No, they are Thai.
Thai. Ooh.
Thailand.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Not Taiwan, no, Thailand.
Oh, no, of course. Like,
yeah, a lot of people say Taiwan is Thailand.
I know. I mean, my brother's no exception to that rule either. He's like, He's a soldier in America. He doesn't have great education. He's like, oh, okay. So when are you going to Thailand? I'm like, Thailand? I'm going to Taiwan. Jeez,
Okay.
come on, knock it off already. All right, but
Okay, let's have. Okay, we can see they have the same setup again. Oh, okay. The fans start to use ice. No, they give out the KB too.
yeah, they gave it up. All right, they're like, okay, curse you. It didn't work. We're not doing that. So you've got almost completely identical loadouts here. We've got 3 AMX-50s from both sides, 2 IS-3s from both sides, and 2 ISs from both sides.
Okay.
All right, and we're just now hopping into the game. And this is going to come down to coordination at the end of the day, teamwork. Just when something is executed and how it is executed, how many shots hit, where they hit, what they penetrate, things like that. That's going to be the most critical part of this game.
Yeah, but I really expect some team can use
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that neither of those first 2 games did we see Front Mission go for the 9 o'clock capture point, if you will. The one at the 9 o'clock position on the minimap. All right, well, it looks like, oh, wait a minute, they're doing it. Oh, they're doing it. One Blood's heading all the way out west. Okay. I think...
this time, I think the formation, they have quite different setup. I mean the position.
There we go. I'm sorry, it looks like actually 2 of them are heading to the northeast end of the map, and it's a problem coming out from Front Mission guys. Some of them aren't quite moving just yet. Okay, I'm sorry. It was just taking a while to show up on our minimap. That's all.
Okay, I think the minimap on the the far distance, the longer distance, they cannot have some lake, so we cannot see the movement on the beginning.
I just had a silly thought. What would happen if all 5 of the Tier 8 tanks were to get into the capture circle just to create a shield for the 2 Tier 7 tanks? Would that be a viable capture? A viable strategy?
Yeah, if they, if the north part, I mean the one blood, they can, defend on this side, this way. And they can use the other 3 tanks to capture here. Maybe it cannot work here because of all formation here in the north. So they can use a couple tanks to defend, and they use the Tier 7 tanks, because of the Tier 7 tanks have a lower firepower. So if you got, they can use 2 ice to defend, to capture, and they use other Tier 8, make a defense line on the north part. Maybe it's working. But,
all right.
They need practice. They never practice about this. They won't. They will have no idea how to do this one.
All right, so we got, of course, those 4 heavies that are posted at the, I guess you'd say, the D3, D4, D5 area, and we got a couple more heavy tanks that are getting ready to hop into that capture circle, I think.
But the position of formation is quite weird. Maybe they forgot that there is a capture circle on the west part.
Yeah, and I'd also like to highlight right now that on the minimap, we actually have red and green as opposed to red and blue, but I wouldn't give it too terribly much thought. Okay, so I mean, Front Mission is right where they need to be on the minimap, and I mean, like, their color is distinguishable, if you will.
Okay.
But I think that means we're going to have to get the mod loaded out on our all-in-one PC right now by MSI. Of course, go ahead and like those guys. They sponsor TESL, and they are the ones who brought this, I guess you could say, play-by-play capture screen to life.
The one blood, the Phoenix is start to push right now. They have the same setup as the formation, but formation on the north part cannot attack land on this side, so it's a threat.
Yeah, it's not looking too good. I mean, now's the time to go in for that capture, I think.
Yeah, they cannot wait. They cannot wait him for the 2 guys push in and shoot their back.
Oh, man. I can see that happening, but it's about to backfire on them maybe if they actually go in for that. And now it looks like the IS-3 there, Blade 1244, is actually waiting for his opportunity to hop into that capture circle, maybe bait out some shots from the enemy team. But time's wasting. They've got 3 minutes and 25 seconds to make something happen. All right. Come on. Come on. Off spin is poking out there. He takes the first shot of the game for his team. He actually takes a good chunk of damage in that, I might add.
The formation team make a big circle, so he cannot go here and shoot someone here,
man.
you know. But
They know
they
what's
have
up.
to, but they have to take time, you know. They don't have so many time and run away. Or
Off spin in a lot of trouble there. He's actually taking a
yeah.
good chunk of damage. He did manage to hit a shot, yes, but it didn't penetrate.
yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
you know, if the one blood team knows someone on their back, they cannot push out, you know. So they cannot, the formation cannot check them. Like this one.
Yeah, and now that one tank that's isolated out there in the middle of nowhere, that single IS-3 is looking like he's in a lot of trouble, but it looks as though they're actually going to go for the main tank fight, and Ingrid's in a lot of trouble as he's set between several different hungry sets of teeth, and now it's effectively speaking a 6 versus 6. Now this is a fight that is in favor of Phoenix for the time being. They've got 2 minutes to end the rest of the game.
But I guess the M50 is on reload. Couple M50s is reload, so I'm not sure if they have so many power.
Bingo Bongo's exposing his sights to that IS-3 and its companion nearby. And that actually got knocked out of the game. So this is looking like a fight that is slowly panning out for Phoenix. But as I say that, they lose Rod. And I feel like maybe they might not have what it takes. It's a 3 versus 4 situation right now as we
it's so
speak.
close right now, you know.
Indeed. Now it's only 2 tanks out on the map for front mission.
You know, I really wonder what's going on the west part because of the one blood team, the Phoenix team, they got more tank on west, but you know they lose so many hit points to DOS to ice. You know, I don't know what's going on there.
I apologize. I actually made a mistake there. It's actually three IS-3s that are, or excuse me, 3 tanks that are remaining out on the map for front mission. Now this is the last one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Fresh meat. Phoenix. Oh my God, we got the colors mixed
Still
up.
making one. Wow.
We got the graphics mixed up at the top of your screen. That means Phoenix just lost this game. Ultra confusing. Wow. Just a little bit. Right now, tonight we're experimenting with new technology. We are caught in the middle of a bunch of hiccups, guys. So like, what happened was, I said, oh, this is looking good for Phoenix, but instead I was looking at the graphic at the top right of the screen, and then we've got Edison's computer here, which is sometimes the only screen we look at.
Remember, you know, which team on which part, you know. If on the south, it's much be a south team, right? So it's a Phoenix.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, we can stop and think about it for a minute, but I feel like it's only going to get better from here, guys. We're talking about day 1 of Season 3. We should not have these issues on Thursday evening, day after tomorrow. But, you know, this is just the rest of tonight's broadcast, and we are going to be back in just a few short minutes with the next game after our short break. That's going to be Phoenix on Assault again. Alright guys, we are back now with game number 4. This is going to be on the same map, Himmelsdorf, in case you guys weren't watching. And now we're actually getting to the loading screen. It's the same loadout completely from both sides again. That would be 2 IS3s, 2 ISs, and 3 AMX-50s.
Yep.
And this is it. I wouldn't say the final game, but I feel like it would kind of be a nail in the coffin, if you will, if we were to not see One Blood get this game, because I mean, as you stated before, Edison, they did actually lose to Front Mission before in the Silver Series, but only to Front Mission. So I mean, it only gets harder to play against other teams in the rest of the Gold Series, right?
I think today they got some problem about the focus fire and teamwork, you know, because of on the previous match on the west part, the enemy only have 2 eyes, but they take a lot of time, you know, 4 to 5 times to deal with the 2 eyes. So that's why the east part, the rest teams are die very early. So that's why they lose this one.
Yeah, I mean, like on a city map like Himmelsdorf here, I'm not too terribly surprised that we don't have auto loaders like AMX-1375s coming into the game, because of course I play one of those, and they do awful amounts of damage to IS-3s and AMX-50s. Of course, you have to shoot them from the rear. So I mean, it's obvious to see why they're not in this game. But the IS is, their firepower, it stands to be pronounced here in this game.
Yeah, but the DPM is nice. The only penetration is a problem. So when a solo team see where is the M50, they can use the IS to deal with the M50 because it's really easy to penetrate, and you can waste the ammo on the M50, you know.
All right. Well, for the time being, it looks like we've got Phoenix trying to execute a strategy just a little bit similar to game number 1.
Yeah. This time the formation they can defend. So I think the Phoenix here, they really wonder if the formation cannot appear from the east part again. You know, last match is a trick. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna come down to coordinated fire, how well the rush is coordinated, things of that nature, and both sides exchanging fire thus far between Tie Killer and Rodak, but it's not working quite so well.
Oh, the Grievance action is really risky because of normally if the formation have a couple tanks on the corner, I mean here, you know, it cannot kill him very easy. You know, it's so risky action.
He pokes out just a little bit too much there. He could be in a lot of trouble, as you said. But Tie Killer is going to go ahead and take quite a hefty chunk of damage, at least for popping out a little bit. But wouldn't say necessarily severe game-ending amounts of damage. It's not going to put Front Mission on tilt, nor is it going to put Phoenix on tilt. So, wow.
Yeah.
Half HP already. Nice shot by Griven there. Okay. So, all right. Looks like they've got an AMX-50 that's going around back on the minimap, as you can see. And if he's able to unload all 5 of those shots and make 2 or 3 of them hit at the very least, he's actually going to do a considerable amount of damage.
Yeah, but right now the formation cannot use the M50 to flank I think it's Griffin. Oh no. I feel like
the AMX-50 position there for Bingo Bongo and his friend not too far away is actually quite a little bit dangerous. But here we go, the big fight at the front. Rodak's going to be tanking for that. And WD-40 takes a good chunk of damage.
It's bounce.
Yeah,
okay.
Non-penetrate on the second shot.
Wow, it's bounce again.
Another bounce indeed. And now we are kind of cut on that engagement. We can't really see what's happening. Okay, well, we do still have that AMX-50 doubling around back. This might just be that flank that Team Phoenix needs, but they lose one of their heavies already. I can't say who it was besides it's Rodak himself playing through that peeping hole in the window. But now here comes the flank.
Wow.
And Tie Killer is getting knocked out of the game. And this looks very hook, line, and sinker. Engerid was actually the AMX-50 to beat, and he's coming in. He just lit up one of Calope's friends, and now it looks like he aims to end Calope's life himself. And in this exchange, it's now a 4 versus 3 scenario.
Yeah, but I think it's quite weird, you know. Every time the Phoenix use AMX-50 to deal with ice and take a lot of time. Oh, Lea reload.
Yeah, Blade is now hitting help me please, living up to his namesake while he's running on a reload. And Blade is going to just get to turn that corner, maybe get one more shot out, maybe not. He can't get over it, he's not quite as mobile as an AMX-50, but Blood Plus waiting around that corner. He dishes out a shot at Zeratul.
Yep.
And he backs off for the time being. It looks like this entire situation could be turned on his head. Front mission. Oh man.
Okay, Megan. You know, it's really easy to hide for ice, but you know.
It really is. This is a confusing situation, but Phoenix is not winning. This is actually front mission again.
Not yet. You know, he almost win, but in the net too careful.
Yeah, and Blood Plus just took another member of Phoenix out of the game, and it's Fresh Meat and Engrid that are left to fend for themselves in a this 2 versus 3 engage. Blood Plus now just gonna dive in there on Fresh Meat. Fresh Meat rushing into Zeratul, and it looks like he might get the ram, but well, something happened there.
No. They shoot it on the other side.
Oh man, and now it's all up to Engrid. 1 versus 2, and unfortunately, 2 minus 1 is 1.
I think this time the Phoenix team again they use three M50 to deal with 2 ice, and then one M50 was killed, and they took a lot of time to kill the 2 ice. You know, that's somewhat, you know, the M50 got best firepower, but you deal with the 2 tier 7 and take almost like 1 minute. You know.
That is right. Okay, well, I mean that's gonna wrap up our not our first set, but our first map. So that means we're gonna take things into the next map on Prokhorovka.
Yep.
Score is 3-1 in favor of front mission, and now if we're gonna see One Blood win this entire set, they're gonna have to win the next 4 games in a row, or they're going to have to get 4 points and not drop a single map. That means if we see front mission win at least the next game, they're guaranteed to go to at least an assault mode game or win the series.
Yep.
All right. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hi guys, we are back, and before we dive into the second map, we are going to have to report to you all that unfortunately Elong has been disqualified from tonight's match because they reported in just a little bit too late in their match versus Charlotte Tigers. So
Yeah, because we have a new tournament system, and you know every match is a bowl night, and we got 3 bowl night tonight.
Really?
Yeah, if you late, you cannot. Maybe we have to play until like 1 a.m. You know.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true. I mean, but at the same time, I wouldn't really call it a best of 9. Instead, I would just call it how do I say this? The first to 4 points. Oh, I'm sorry, the first to 5 points.
Yeah.
That's effectively speaking what it is. But I mean, it could potentially get stretched into a 10th game, which would actually be a classic assault mode game. The team with the higher damage output throughout the course of the entire set gets the offensive power, or the ability to choose whether they're on offense or defense, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, but on previous game we can see that because we got 7, 8 tanks right now, so it's 7, still 7 tanks.
Right,
but,
still 7 tanks.
We got more firepower this time. I mean, on the attack side, even you split it to 2 ways. On the previous season, if you split to 2 parts, it's really hard to assault. But
yeah.
because we got 2 more tanks, 1 tier 8 and 1 tier 6 or 2 tier 7, you got more firepower. It's much easier to split to way to assault, to attack. So I feel on the defense team, it's not that great advantage, right now.
Yeah, I mean, it depends, but it looks like we've got a very diverse loadout coming from both sides right now. As we check right now on our screen, we can see an M41 Bulldog.
Yeah, it's tier 6. It's
Tier 7.
7. Yeah, it's tier 7, and it's an auto loader light tank with 10 rounds.
Oh wow! What's the caliber of it? 90 millimeter?
No. 76.
76.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really low penetration, but
That's like, I feel like that's like 50 damage to some of the tier 8 tanks.
yeah, but
for each shot.
It's something like a the T71. Do you see that? The next to him, but the T71 got lower hit point, and the auto loader is a 5 or 6 rounds auto loader. It should be 6, I think, but the Bulldog is a 10, 10 rounds. But if you play like a rush strategy, it's pretty nice, I think.
All right.
Yep, the other team got much. It's not standard, but because of it's a new season, new rule, so every matchup is a new style. So we can just see what they're gonna play here.
I really only see one heavy in all of this, and it's that T32 on Phoenix.
Yeah, the only one T32 and the one T69. But on the other, they have old light tank. But on the previous season, you see the light tank, it must be RE Taiwan 349. Right now, they have A30
All right, so spawning to the south, it's going to be Team Front Mission from Thailand, and spawning to the north, it's going to be the remnants of One Blood and Intense Honking. In case this is your first time tuning in, they've actually reassembled to be Team Phoenix.
Yep. Because of the formation team, they got all light tanks, so they gonna reach the middle on the first moment. And because of the enemy team have a T32, they got a T69, so the speed will be much slower. So on the beginning, I think the formation can shoot a T32 or T69 in the first moment, I think. But they didn't do that.
Indeed. All right, so now there we go. That's a nice split coming from our team from Thailand. I mean, Front Mission, they've got basically everything they want to have here, I think.
Yeah, but you know what? If they choose a light tank, they got speed, and they can shoot on the first moment because of they got the higher speed on the middle. But they didn't do anything and live there. If they give up the advantage there, the T32 gonna show a turret and capture the middle. The map is gonna control by
Excuse me.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so WD-40 has actually taken a good chunk of damage off the start, and so too has Calope there from Front Mission. So, I mean, right now the start from Phoenix, I mean, getting what picks they have is actually pretty strong thus far in the game. Really is. And I'd also like to highlight that our minimap right now is blocking one of the tanks on front mission.
Yeah, they changed the strategy right now. They cannot have a sniping strategy. I mean, they cannot put a sniper here. A T-71, a T-71 cannot be a scope here. So they just for sniping only.
All right. Well, it sounds like a solid strategy in my opinion. And thus far, Calliope is actually looking around just a little bit more, but at the same time, in the background, Blade fell from Phoenix, and he was actually in. It only had 890 HP. It only had 800 HP as a max. So what on earth was that? Or maybe 880. I can't really tell. But
yeah,
I think that was one of the tier 7s. All right. And now Calliope is actually diving into all of Team Phoenix.
Yeah,
and
but you rush in. Wow,
I know,
it's
it's
like suicide.
Yeah, it's a Sui Scout. That's what we call it. All right.
But he's still alive.
That's the craziest part. He's in the RU-251. He's just running for his life. And now Ingrid's looking for, like, he got the shot that sealed him out of the game.
Yeah, it's more reasonable, I think.
I think that's just about all he needed. Okay, so Team
wow,
Phoenix.
they rush. On the other team, they rush.
Oh, man.
They're gonna kill the RU-251 first.
Right, they're exploiting the lack of vision here. Much Wow is actually backpedaling a little bit, and WD-40 is missing every shot that he's surrounding, circling Much Wow for.
Yeah, the Guodo gonna shooting him 10 times. Okay.
Now he's gone.
Yeah,
So it's a 1-for-1 exchange in that particular instance. TY Killer being focused down. Zeratul actually taking a good chunk as well. And TY Killer is poised to fall. Indeed, he will. Spawnster now next on the hit list. It's coming from front mission.
Yep.
And Fresh Meat is struggling to stay alive here. He gets rammed, but he's still alive.
Yeah.
Does he hit off spin? Does he hit off spin?
Oh, he's reloading.
Yes,
wow.
they are, and they're in that's in the AMX 1390, I might add. And Blood Plus is looking like he's trying to steal someone out of this game. Spawnster's just going to chase down off spin.
Yep.
As long as he's reloading. And need I remind you that if that turret was shot, if the ammo rack,
he cannot run him.
right? If the ammo rack was hit, then that means it's on an 80-second reload. Spawnster now trying to get that one hit out. Can he or can he not? It looks like somebody did. Indeed, it was him.
Okay.
Okay, so now we've lost our observer camera, if you will. But the last tank is on fire here from front mission, and it looks like Phoenix takes this game.
Yep.
With 3 tanks on the field.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was quite an interesting display of skill and coordination from Team One Blood, and I think this could potentially be the beginning of a turnaround.
Yeah, but we cannot check. I cannot check the record. I mean, I cannot check the damage board. So I want to check the M13's output. I mean, how many damage they make, because it's an auto loader. On that scenario, I feel the M13 only shoot one, maybe 6 rounds. And after that, they run in all the time. But if they choose the 2 more, or 1 more or 2 more RU-251, maybe they can win this one. But the DPM is really critical if you want to rush. But we can see that after a rush, and every time the M13 missing a lot. Most auto loader, they are not that accurate. So
that's right.
If on that moment, it's really sometimes like you cannot kill the enemy on the first moment and run away. You cannot get an advantage on the auto loader. So if they just want to keep and stay there, maybe use the RU-251 is better. On that scenario, maybe they can win this one because of the T-32 is still far away from them, from the battlefield. So if they use the RU-251, maybe they can win.
Maybe. Well, I'm wondering how game number 2 is going to pan out. I mean, are we going to see the same strategy from front mission? Are we going to see them play off positioning again? Or are we going to see a completely different tank loadout? I think we're going to have to find out after this short break.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back now with game number 2 that's going to be played on offense for Team Front Mission on Prokhorovka. And just a reminder, me and Edison are both battling illness right now. We're actually doing war with cough drops and Robitussin, if you will. At least that's what I'm using. But this is going to be game number 2, and it looks like the tank loadout is roughly the same as it was in game number 1 there for Front Mission. And more or less the same is going to come from the game with Phoenix. They've got they have one T-32.
And the one T-39.
Whoa, okay. So wait a minute. They changed it just a little bit. They got a T-32, and then they went with a Tier 6 tank loadout this time?
They still have one.
No, I mean from Team Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that, guys. The production crew wasn't actually supposed to bring out a loading screen graphic, if I'm not mistaken. They're only supposed to do that once, and it looks like we're getting things underway. Excuse me. All right, so this time around we got T-32, T-69, 2 AMX 1390s, 2 RU-251s. It's going to be from Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But Front Mission, of course, we've got 3 AMX 1390s, it looks like.
Okay, this time they're gonna use a sniping strategy on the beginning, but you know, because they got so many light tank, I don't know why they don't want to just go to frontier and shoot, just run away. You know, they have the time to do that, but they don't want to do that. I don't know why. So they have a sniping strategy again. You know, sniper here and 2 scout.
Of course, of course. All right, so Rodak is going to go ahead and pioneer that just a little bit. And Spawnster as well. Fresh Meat getting some vision out for his team. And I feel like this is a very dangerous position for Phoenix right now. They're actually they're playing picks over the hill, yeah, but they're doing it with autoloaders for the most part. And as you said earlier, the cannons on autoloaders are not the most accurate, Edison.
Yep. Normally M13 is not that good for the sniping, you know. And another problem is if your enemy know your M13 shooting maybe 3 rounds, they can rush, because after you shoot 2 to 3 times, you have to reload, and you die on that moment. You only can run all day there.
Indeed. All right, so now we've got just basically. I want to say Front Mission is kind of on the back end here, but they're not the ones that have to defend, if I'm not mistaken. That's actually, that responsibility falls on Team Phoenix this game. So, I mean, as long as they play this out correctly, you know, if they continue to camp this way, then it's just not going to end well for Front Mission.
Yeah, but you know, if the formation team know, okay, your T-32, your T-69 on the east part again, they're going to rush on the left again, but, you know, the key point to win is the Phoenix team have to got a couple tanks on, the cross here. If no one there, they rush, it will be useless, because they're gonna sniping them on the east side.
Oh man, there you go. They're piling in, just like you said. And this is looking like a game that may not shape out all that well or pan out all that well for Front Mission. But as I say that, Calliope gets one of Team Phoenix backed into a corner. That was actually Blade, and he is now down and out for the count. And
he's gonna die there, I think.
He might. He more than likely will. But of course, Phoenix is now diving into their own capture circles defensively. And that M41 Bulldog is now repositioning itself. But that T-71 amazingly still alive for the time being.
yeah, but if he keep there, you know, he cannot be a sniper. You know, so dangerous.
All right. There we go. He was sealed out and finally taken care of. I believe that was a T-32 who got the kill, because he was backed up the most at that particular location. And now it's just going to be Team Phoenix on the defense for the time being. But of course, as you stated before, the snipes are coming into play. And WD-40 getting ultra overzealous there is now down to about one last shot, and he's out of the game.
Yeah, I think that M13 might be in the reloading right now. I mean the formation team. So after the M13 reloaded, they might rush after that.
Okay, so here we go. I mean, right now Phoenix they're defending relatively well given their present situation.
Yep, yep. They got really nice control on the map, but if the Phoenix team, I mean the formation team, they control the map. So if after the M13 reload, they cannot find a way to break through. I don't know where it is.
All right.
But if you see the three M13 stick together, that means they gonna rush.
Okay.
They are on the way, maybe here.
Looks like that's what's going to happen at this particular location. At the moment, it's a 2 versus 2 at this location on the mini map.
Yeah, but the third one gonna here, and RU-251 gonna be sniper here.
Oh man! All right, well, here we go. The way this is panning out is not looking too terribly hot for Front Mission. They've taken a little bit. They've taken a little bit more damage than Phoenix in this game thus far.
Yep.
But Much Wow is now being pummeled by an AMX 1390, maybe even a second one. Oh man, he overstepped his boundaries by a long shot there. The question is, will the next shot shut him out of the game? Blood Plus now looking like he might be sealed out relatively soon. Indeed, he will be.
He didn't ram him. No.
Yeah, he did ram him, but the shot missed, and now Fresh Meat in a lot of trouble as well. He's focusing on chasing down Help Me Please. TY Killer coming in for the save on his teammate. Looks like it will seal him out for the time being. But Rodak looks like he might get away with taking Offspin's life out of this game. He's backpedaling away for the time being.
Yep. I think the formation gonna win this one because of the M13 is wrong away right now. Because he's on the reload and run is totally right strategy.
Oh yeah,
Shoot and leave, reload and come back. After they come back, they're gonna win this one.
And for the most part, just look at the mini-map right now, guys. I want to highlight that the mini-map is blocking the 4th and final tank on Front Mission. We don't know how much HP that final tank has at the moment.
Yeah, but I think they have one M13 with pretty high hit point right now.
I really feel like this would be the moment for Phoenix to take all of their tanks and start hiding.
Yep.
Because if the enemy team can't pull off a capture, then they can't win.
Yeah, totally right. I think the light tank can, have some rate like here.
Yeah. Zeratul is about 1 shot away from falling right now.
I think they cannot capture, so the light tank jumps along the way. Yep. He's close to the river and goes to the northeast. I think it's totally right.
And Batman's in the chat. I'd like to just point that out while this is going on. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. If Team Phoenix even has 1 tank remaining at the end of this game, then they automatically win. And there's not enough time for a capture.
Yep.
Only now, if all 4 tanks are in that capture circle at 30 seconds, is there a chance to win the game. But that chance has now been forfeited. All right, the T-32 being poked up from multiple angles now.
Oh, he missed it again.
Rodak does manage to get this shot that seals his opponent out of the game. And now it's all up to that final tank from Phoenix hiding, actually, also with the aid of Rodak. Rodak drops, but 2 seconds, 1-0.
Okay.
There it is. Phoenix gets the win, if I'm not mistaken, with this game.
So right now it's 3-3. But the rest two, it's a Prokhorovka. So actually, I feel the defense team is not that great advantage on the defense. So.
All right. So 3-3, and if we see, what's the word I'm looking for? If we see Front Mission win the next game, then that means we're either going to see them win or we're going to see them take it into an assault mode game. But there's no chance of them losing. Conversely, it's the same condition if we see Phoenix win. They can either take it into a draw game, but they will not lose. Not from, of course, these maps in and of themselves. Again, the assault mode map has already been predetermined for today, and if I'm not mistaken, it's Siegfried Line, I think. Siegfried Line, maybe Sand River.
I'm not sure, but it should be a Siegfried.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in just a couple of minutes with the next game on Prokhorovka. This time with Phoenix on the offense and Front Mission on the defense. All right, guys, we are back now with a very critical and pivotal game in the second map, which is going to be Prokhorovka. And in this condition, if we see either of the teams win, we're either going to see a draw game for that team, or them going in, a tiebreaker game for that team, or we're going to see them move on, or just take the set and get 3 points.
Yeah. But right now, the formation of defender.
That's right.
Yeah, so sometimes defenders still have more advantage like that one, because of the light hand on the finish run away, so that's why they win. If they didn't run, they cannot. Maybe I think they cannot lose that one, but defenders still have a little bit advantage about this one.
And you know what they say, a great offense is always a good defense, or a great defense is always a good offense. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's an open wide map, and you got a light tank, a lot of light tank. So normally, if you gonna win this one, you have to kill all light tank first. But if not, they gotta run. You cannot capture lane. Okay, I remind something. Do you see the Panda here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a commander of the formation of the RTAE. Is a I think it's the old kill lane and really strong before, but right now they are not that strong anymore. But the Panda is pretty famous on the Thailand. So I just wonder why he didn't be a commander on the tournament team anymore.
All right. Well, I mean that's a question to ponder. But for the time being, it looks like we're gonna have Phoenix taking a T69, RU251, T37, T69, AMX 1390, AMX 1390, and an RU251 as their total. What's what I'm looking for? Their 7 tier 8s is what they're going for.
Yep.
Well, we have front mission going for two AMX 1390s, 2 Pershings. Wait. Maybe they're swapping 1 AMX, but no, they're keeping it.
Yeah, but I feel the formation team they didn't use the M13 that well. If here is a Elon or a Short Tiger, you cannot see all RU251. They don't choose the M13 because it's not stable. Sometimes you can see that every time we see it, we had a screen on the M13. Maybe he shoots 6 rounds only can penetrate 2 to 3, so almost, after that he have to reload and run again. So sometimes the top tier tournament team, they don't want to use M13, but maybe 1 or 2 they won't use it a lot.
Right. I mean, like front mission, they're showing us that even on the offense, they're gonna use the M41 Bulldog as well as the T71, which is interesting to note. You guys will see that at the beginning of this game. And right now we're just waiting for both sides to give out the ready, go, and then we'll see how things pan out in this game on Prokhorovka. But who do you think is going to win this one, Edison?
Actually, I feel the Finnish team, they do not doing the assault, attack that good compared to formation. Formation, they are better on the attack, I guess. So on this map, if formation on the defense side and the Finnish is forced to attack, I don't think they can do that well as the defense. Even on the defense side, they almost lose that one.
Yeah. I feel like, honestly, it could probably go either way. What we're talking about now, yes, this is a very new tournament system that we're playing under, but it's no longer, I guess you could say, that classic kill all of the enemy's tanks kind of tournament format. Conversely, in this very set, in this very best of, I guess you'd say, this first to 5 points, we haven't seen either side get a win through a capture just yet. So it seems like they're kind of dodging the subject of the objective itself.
Yeah, because of the capture circle is so near to the base.
Right.
So if you capture on the open field, it's not possible on the capture point 1, every enemy there, so it's suicide. But in the second, if you capture, that means the defense team still have really nice angle to attack you. To reset your capture. So it's not into any top team's consideration. A capture is not a choice on the Prokhorovka. Other map might be, but Prokhorovka is somewhat suicide, I feel. I mean the capture.
Yeah, and right now I'm waiting for the game or riot in chat. But I mean, like, no one's throwing out game or riot in chat, and that's the strangest part about this, because now we've been talking so long, and I'm wondering what on earth is taking the team so long. I think we're actually putting a good deal of stress on them. Maybe they're discussing strategies. Maybe one of their players has just gone to the bathroom, and they're waiting for a confirmation or something of that nature. But it sounds like we just got the prompt from the production crew that says we're just about ready to go.
Okay.
Or something like that.
I heard that.
Sure has been taking a while. And for those of you just now tuning in, this is actually a new meta, 754. That's either 7 tier 8 tanks and a single tier 6 tank, or 5 tier 8 tanks and 2 tier 6 tanks. Or I'm sorry, 2 tier 7 tanks. What on earth is wrong with me? Yeah, but that's the present scenario we have for this season of WGL, and I think it's personally a lot more exciting. We do, of course, see a lot more action, but at least that's when our screen is working in front of us. But today is only day one, guys. Day after tomorrow, we should not have any more technical issues, or at least any massive, overbounding technical issues. So, I'm wondering just when this game is going to get started. I can see the break screen actually going straight back to, well, now about 50 seconds, and then it's working its way down to 0-0. So that means we're going almost a full 7 minutes, more than a full 7 minutes without a game.
Already?
Yeah. So it looks like right now our production crew is kind of working against what WGL, this third season of WGL actually was designed for. More action-packed games, less waiting, things of that nature. Oh, come on. What on earth is taking these guys so long?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but everyone is ready. Can't see any...
Yeah. Wait, okay, there we go. We're hopping into the game right now. Thank you all for your patience, guys. Thank you. All right, so... Oh, boy. I'm wondering how this is going to pan out now that front mission is on the offense. We saw that when they were on offense in Himmelsdorf, it just didn't pan out too well for them. And the first game they lost, although it was by an inch. And I'm thinking, with how well we saw... with how well we saw Phoenix defending in game number 1 on this map, I think maybe it'll be a little bit easier for them on offense here in game number 3. Excuse me.
Formation go to the east side.
All right.
And then they leave the T-31 here. That means the T-31 have to run away very soon, or they're gonna die there.
Yeah.
They're gonna die there.
Calliope is in a lot of trouble right now. He's back. He's backpedaling now, but it looks like the entire team might be diving in on him relatively soon.
It's okay for him because the T-71 is really fast.
Oh boy. Wait a minute. There's a T-37 going around either for a flank or that's going to be for a capture. It's hard to say exactly just what is going on here, but the capture is going to be initiated at the very least, and it's already at 1%. No one's going to defend it just yet, but I think that's just about to change.
Yeah, but I think the M13 on the east side, they should go here, you know. It's much better for sniping because of if you stay on the tongue. They got a lot of building there, so you cannot support your friend, but if you are here, it's really easy.
Yeah, there we go. Phoenix is piling in, but it's looking like it's not quite panning out to be too terribly hot. FMTY Killer taking down to half HP, but no tanks have fallen for either side just yet. And now it looks as though we've got front mission retaliating, and with that we see Phoenix losing their first tank.
Yeah, but everything is low, so the person is chasing him right now.
This is going to hell in a handbasket real fast for Team Phoenix. Yeah. Don't get confused, guys. The logos have been switched by accident, by mistake, but now we already see Team Phoenix losing half of their tanks. And MuchWow is now facing down 2 barrels of defeat. He just got knocked out of the game. It's all up to the single Rodak, as well as his accompanying Fresh Meat, to try and take down 5 tanks, one of which is 1 shot and the other one is half HP. So they've got an uphill battle to go with those 2 tanks. But now it was Blade who was just knocked out of the game.
Yep.
All right. Rodak and Fresh Meat going at this. It's going to be a 2 versus 5. can't really fight that head on.
Yeah, but this match is so fast. I almost didn't see anything. I only see the T69 missing a lot of ground. Everything.
Yeah, there he goes. Unfortunately, that's Rodak out of the game, and now Fresh Meat just says, "Come and get me, you sons of guns," and that's indeed what they do.
Do you see anything happen?
I saw, well, I mean, unfortunately, our screen, our casting screen right in front of us went blank a couple of times, so there was a couple of good chunks of action we missed out on. The critical parts we saw when Front Mission was diving in on Team Phoenix. Team Phoenix tried over pushing the tracks at the middle of the map, and it just didn't work out, so they got pushed back on. They didn't have enough takes to that position.
I only saw the Phoenix team, they go to the south, and the formation team see, okay, you got 2 tanks on south, so they rush in. And after that, I didn't see anything. And after that, maybe after 10 seconds, I saw the T69 missing about run. He tried to shoot something and missing, and turned his back to the Persian and cannot penetrate Persian. After that, he just run away, and everybody chasing him. That's it. So maybe I think it's the main point for the formation is they got a chance. They showed, okay, you got 2 tanks, want to flank us and go to the south. So we use a 7 tank. You have 1 tank. They have 1 tank on the capture point, and capture circle in 2 tanks and 13 flanking to south. That means you only have 4 tanks on the middle.
Yeah.
That's why they rush in. They got 7 tanks, so kill the 4 first and the rest deal with the rest 3.
Right.
That's why they win some.
Hit that big dinner turkey straight in the center, and then go for some, I guess you could say, some pumpkin pie for dessert straight after that.
Yeah.
It worked out relatively well. They had 5 tanks left at the end of the game.
Yeah,
2 very low HP.
The reaction of formation is really nice. They found that, okay, you guys split to 2 pie, gonna kill you first. That's it.
That was pretty good. All right, guys, so we're going to take things into a short break. It'll be about 2 minutes long, and then we're going to come back with the final game on this set. And just as a reminder, Front Mission either gets a draw or they win the set with this game.
Okay.
And we're back. Okay. Took that from a song. I got to admit that. And it's a very, very old song that came out when I was 12. God, that was 13 years ago.
13?
All right. Yeah.
Okay, 10 years
It was an Eminem song. Okay. Okay, so this time around?
Yeah, we got Sunset up, I guess.
Yeah, no changes. Wait, yeah, M41 Bulldog,
Yep.
T71, Pershing, T69, Pershing, 2 Pershings, 2 AMX-39s, M41 Bulldog, and a T71 coming from Front Mission, Yeah, fresh meat's a player. What on earth is wrong with me? 2 MX 1390s, 2 Pershings coming out from the other side as well. We're going to see in just a second. Hang on, wait for the observers to get it. Alright, so here we go. It should show us. There we go. Okay, 2 T69s, 2 MX 1390s, 2 RU251s, and the T37 it's going to be for Phoenix. 2 Pershings, T69, 2 MX 1390s, an M41 Bulldog, and a T71 is going to be out of front mission.
Yep.
Now,
I love to use two tier 7, even Himmelsdorf, they have 2 eyes.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's see how this works. Blood plus off spin, going immediately out to the west. I'm sorry, the east end of the map. It looks like.
Okay.
Some, I guess you could say, mini bugs with the observer right now, and Calliope is going to dive into the center village. I guess you could say. Right now, it looks like it's a very strong light setup coming from light and medium setup coming from front mission. Or rather, Phoenix.
Yeah, on the Phoenix part, I think originally go to here, and that's once they want to use RU251, if they have a chance to shoot a Pershing go through here, But the formation team, they don't want to use such strategy. They want to go to east part and use 2 Pershing on the middle. Show up the torrent, use a light tank.
That T71's been spotted.
Yep. They want to use the formation, they want to use Pershing to guard the middle. Use 1 light tank here. And others, other light tank, they can go to any other way. Can go to south or north because of their light tank. So the space is fast. They have the mobility, so they can support the north, either north or middle, maybe within like 10 to 15 seconds. So it's quite defensive strategy for the formation.
Right. Phoenix initiates the capture of a Blade. Already takes 2 shots. He's already down to about 60% of his initial HP. 70%. It looks like. And
do you see the capture? The content?
Oh yeah, it's begun. Blade's in the circle, that's why.
Yeah, it's only 1, right? Or 2?
I believe so. I think he's bait. Look at the setup coming from Team Phoenix right now. I mean, we can see it clearly. The RU251s to the south, the AMX 1390s to the north, because they're just a little bit closer. Their cannons are less accurate, which means as long as they coordinate fire perfectly, they should be able to get a kill on this.
Yeah.
All right, well.
It's really hard to reset right now, I don't think the Phoenix team, I don't think the formation team have the ability to reset right now, because of position. They give up the meter.
Right now, I mean, we've got that front mission tank, Zeratul, trying to make whatever shots he can hit on Blade, but it's at 50% of the capture right now.
Yeah, and do you see the countdown? It's 1 second, 1 point. It's different to the
QIC for sure.
Yeah. On the earliest, I'm not QIC probably, but after this update, I think on the assault team.
Oh man,
it's a reset.
Yeah, it's been reset, and Blade's now 1 shot. If he takes another hit, he's out of the game. Another penetrating hit, if you will.
There he goes. Shoot him.
He just got knocked out. I think that. Yeah, I think it might have been Calliope there, perhaps, maybe.
Yeah, the T71.
All right. Well, Ingrid turning that corner, I guess you could say, turning that hill.
Yeah,
trying to get some hits onto whatever he can. That would be Team Phoenix. Excuse me, front mission if possible.
Yeah, but the formation team right now is quite split, so it's really dangerous right now, I think.
And right now there are light bulbs next to each player's name, and I think that means whether or not they've been spotted. All right, Zeratul looks like he's going to be locked out here. Definitely. He just got...
Pershing first.
Yeah, he was zeroed in on, and I think that could potentially be the beginning of a capture.
Yeah, but even he killed Pershing first, they have to pay for that because they got sniped on the middle.
Oh man, yeah.
So if you shoot kill a Pershing, another Pershing gonna keep shooting you because the DPM of Pershing is not bad.
Yeah, and Phoenix's location here, I mean, it's not looking too good. They're about to get piled in on. It's Spawnster looking like he's going to get knocked out by Calliope and Blood Plus.
Yeah, you're going to see the Bulldog. It's 10 run.
Oh, man, much well. Not trying to chase down Calliope, but he's taking a shower in tank shots right now, and it's all up to Griven now. Just a reminder, he's not on defense. He's going to have to go on the offense. He's on Team Phoenix. The graphics at the top of your screen are a little bit mixed up right now. But hopefully we'll have it fixed
I
next
really
game.
wonder, because the Finnish team, they got really nice chance to kill Persian, but, after that, I think the formation team have a really nice reaction because they say, okay, you got 3 light tanks to rush my Persian. They're gonna rush you, rest him. So I feel if you want to rush the Persian on that moment, they have to relocate their light tanks.
That's it. Well, Front Mission takes this set with an end score of 5-3. So that basically says the first to 5 points wins this entire matchup, and that's going to give them 3 points. There's something else we've got to highlight earlier.
Okay.
If we actually see the final game go to a tiebreaker, then what happens is the team that wins the tiebreaker gets 2 points, not 3.
Yep.
So this way, I guess you could say you're not really punishing the other team for, I guess you could say, maybe getting lucky in some ways. I mean, things like that. The likelihood of a tiebreaker game has actually been decreased by this new tournament format, but at the same time, they're trying to make it a little bit more balanced in the essence that you're not giving the enemy team a free 3 points, and conversely, you're not getting a free 3 points yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
That means it's quite even match. That means you are not totally lost to them, so they won't give you like 3 points. They can only give 2. That's it.
Right. And I mean, I guess you could say that how do I say this? That it also shows the lack of a skill cap between two teams. Like say Charlotte Tiger versus Elong. Do you really think that Charlotte Tiger or Elong should have a full 3 points just for winning a tiebreaker game if they have the same score?
Yeah,
Sounds a little.
Yeah, on the other leagues, I mean other game or other leagues, sometimes if you win one match, you got 1 point, one match 1 point, not the whole match up. You got 1 point like that,
Oh yeah.
Okay,
All
you
right.
got it.
So, we will be back in about 5 minutes with our next set, which is actually going to be between Team Efficiency and PvP.
Yep.
Classic, epic, deathmatch.
Yep.
We'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. Alright guys, we are back now with our second set. This one's going to be between Team Efficiency and PvP.
Super friends.
Oh yeah, and I think this is going to make it to maybe even the 9th game. Oh yeah, or excuse me, the 8th game, maybe even the tiebreaker game, the 9th game, which will be Assault Mode on Siegfried line.
Today is Siegfried line.
Right, and just a reminder, Elong unfortunately has been disqualified versus their old foes from Japan, the Juggernauts, known as Charlotte Tiger. And it looks like we're going to have our PvP Super Friends opting for the 8 tier 6 tanks, excuse me, the 7 tier 6 tanks and the 1 tier 6. And they're going to go, they're going to go 8-6 while we've got, okay, we'll call that 8-6. While our enemy team, not our enemy team, Team Efficiency is going for the 6, or the 8-7. There we go. We'll get to the loadout, the take loadout once the game begins.
Team Efficiency is 2 portals.
You can't hear us. And we are back. Now, spawning to the north, it's going to be Team Efficiency, and spawning to the south, it's going to be PvP Super Friends. All right. Okay, so thus far, it looks like, they forgot to actually switch the graphics at the top of your screen.
Yep.
But again, the red team is Team Efficiency, and the blue team is PvP Super Friends, and they are on defense. I'm sorry. They're spawning to the west, not the south. What on earth is wrong with me? And already we can see that Pokart has been spotted. He probably wants to try and get out of there, but they didn't show us the take loadout. So there was a Bulldog on one of the teams. Which one was that? Uh-oh.
The Bulldog?
Hold that thought.
Cannot see the man.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out, Team Efficiency is now diving in to the center of the map. One capture has just been initiated, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry. Hold on, this is confusing. Just a little bit.
Yep.
All right, PvP is actually diving into one side of the map. They're going for the capture. They've got 24 seconds to go with the number of tanks that they have. They've got to keep them all safe. Now the capture has been reset again with one shot that did hit square and dead center right where it needed to. Another reset took place. Deathsky is making that reset happen yet again with another hit onto Ice Water. Little Mac right in front of him trying to do whatever he can to support his teammate.
Yeah, I just wonder why they just killed this guy there, you know.
Oh, man. And 20 seconds remaining on that capture, but where on earth is that reset? There we go. That was nice. They shot Batman out of the game, but most say he's a better commander when he's dead. Kyo now backpedaling just a little bit. He was the one who was actually causing those resets, and now we just lost our screen yet again. Guys, technical issues on day number 1. We should not have them on day number 2 on Thursday.
And the problem is, okay, finally the M50 trying to kill the IU-251, but it's somewhat late, you know. I don't think they have to capture. You can use the capture as a trick, you know, to track enemy's attention, but you know you don't have to stand there and then let everyone shoot you.
Right, and that's not the case happening here. It looks like that was a ram that Antari just employed to take that enemy tank out of the game. He might get a hold off here against Dexter. Wait a minute, Tanaka coming around from the rear, and now Antari is totally surrounded, and there is no surviving this. No way, no how. All right, so that is a game that's going to go straight into the pocket of Team Efficiency, if I'm not mistaken. So, I'm sorry, wait.
It's Team
Efficiency?
Yeah, T wins one, but I think the somewhat. I'm not sure about the Batman thinking. You know, somewhat like, okay, I got an idea, we just rush.
Yeah.
And it's quite weird because on the beginning, I saw the 2 M50 on the north part, and your enemy only IU-251 there. Okay, if we want to capture and think about that, enemy got so many light tank, they can reset you on any angle. So on the beginning,
especially with RU-251, I might add.
Yeah, not only that, they got a Bulldog, 2 Bulldog. It's 10 round auto loader. It's 2 tanks with 10 rounds.
Yeah.
So it's totally 20 rounds there. It can reset any capture point, I think. You know. So on the beginning, they team efficient only have one RU-251 on the north. I think that's a chance for PvP. They just go, the two M50 just go out and kill the tanks there, if you got an advantage on or you got one or two more tier A, you can win that one quite easy because you have other rest tank on the capture circle. They have to go back again,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep standing there and everyone just reset.
It was indeed a very, very short game. So we'll be back with game number 2 again on the same map and under the same format. The question is, will either side change up their strategies? We'll be back in just a couple minutes, guys.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back now with game number 2, same map, same format, and the only question to be asked now is, are the tanks the same or not? It looks like we've already been invited to the next game, and it's actually already started. It's going to be 3 RU-251s of PP Super Friends, also a T-54A ITWT.
Yeah, it's a T-54 light tank. It's a Russian Tier 9 mid tank. But it's a light tank setup. It's a light tank type on the tier 8.
All right.
Yeah, I seldom see anyone use this one. It's really hard to find on the red metal because it's not that powerful compared to RU-251. Everyone loves to use RU-251.
Right.
But that's the first time I saw that on the tournament, I think.
Both sides have 2 M41 Bulldogs, and that was a little bit too short on the tank show. I really think
okay,
it should probably make these guys count to 10 before they do that.
Yeah, but I don't think they can rush again and capture,
I'm thinking the same thing as well. It's going to be PvP's just kind of rushing out there to the east side. They're not getting overzealous for a capture this time around.
Yep.
And since they're on offense this time around, it looks... I imagine they were the guys who were on offense in round 1, and it just didn't pan out for them. Batman was, after all, the first casualty of war. But now it looks like PvP Super Friends Kyo is getting in front of that capture circle, trying to set it up for themselves to capture. And Team Efficiency is totally divided right now. All right, so Kyo's coming in there. He's getting lit up, though.
There.
Yeah, he's done one shot. He's gone. He's gone from this game. He's out, Jim. He's dead. He's gone. And now, Ice Water, Little Mac, and Atari are all going to pile in on Dexter, Tanaka, Death Skies, and it looks like they can win that fight temporarily. Can they get Tanaka out of the game or not? They redirect fire. They do get him.
Death card. They have to kill Death card soon.
Yeah, he's getting around there. Oh, man. And Hatsune Miku coming in from the side. Dexter was taken out. Looks like PvP Super Friends has taken the lead in this tank fight, indeed. By all means. And now it's 4 versus what? 5? It's chaos everywhere. Shots
but it
fired.
depends on how many runs the Bulldog have right now.
Right, left and right.
Wow,
and now
nice.
Little Mac
Another
falls,
one.
and Juice gets a double kill, if I'm not mistaken. But now it looks like Juice is being locked out from Team Efficiency.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Maybe. That's a one-shot take.
Oh,
he doesn't get this.
Did you snipe first?
Yeah. And now it's all up to Elite to pull a miracle off. He does have an auto-loader, so I mean, if he can take down Puckart and his friend there, he might be okay.
Yeah.
But Team Efficiency is on defense. They have to stay alive. That's all they have to do.
Yep.
All right.
But, you know, they can just capture, you know, 3 tank with 33 seconds because they are assault him. How many seconds they have right now? I mean, time remain.
In game time, I believe is about 4 minutes left.
Okay.
So they've got plenty of time to get that capture initiated. But there's 2 very low HP tanks on PvP Super Friends right now.
They can use 2 to capture, and the rest member just tracing the M13.
Yeah. All right. So assuming Elite is fully reloaded and ready to go, you can probably take down Pokart and Ice Water. But I mean, Batman's there. There's also Antari still in the game. So, I mean, a 1 versus 4 is very difficult to pull off. Maybe if they were all at 1 shot, then this would become viable for Elite. But right now it's getting very, very difficult. The capture is already 50% done. He's taking the long way around, and he's probably going to be able to seal out Pokart if he pulls his strings right. Antari is defending from the rear, I might add, and Elite's going to go in. He gets the reset.
Oh my god!
Ice Water. Oh my god, is he doing it? He's doing it.
Do that.
Elite. Oh no, he just got track shotted, so he's done. He can't move too much faster.
Yeah, the bandit have to come back as soon as possible, you know.
Indeed. All right. Well, Elite's popping out there. He's just looking for that opportunity to get Ice Water out of the game. He's staying calm. He's just going to have to fire off that next shot and get the hit. Antari is also in the background as well. He takes the shot. Ice Water's out of the game, and now it's a full HP Batman and a one-shot Antari. Boom! Antari gets the kill.
Yep.
So Team Efficiency actually loses this one after, you know, a long, winded fight.
Yeah, but, you know, on the beginning, it's not that good, I think, because of Batman rushed to the south side, and they got an advantage because of the coordination, I think, focus fire coordination, teamwork. But after that, they got advantage, and the setup is really nice to capture 1 sniper, and they got a Batman with 4 hit point, you know, just second around. That's good. That's good. You know, the setup is nice. They, you know, the Elite almost, you know, kill everyone there.
Yeah, solid coordination all the way across the board. There's no getting around that. It was amazing from start to finish. This game from PvP Super Friends, and now the score is 1-1. This is going to put Team Efficiency on offense now, and PvP on defense. We're going to see how game number 1 goes after a short 2 to 3 minute break.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back now with the Batman and his team PvP. And they are going to be on defense this round around versus team efficiency. And I don't think there's any amount of hype in the world that will, what's the word I'm looking for, overplay or underplay either side of the board on this map. So this time around, we're going to see two Chinese 110s for team efficiency. An M41 Bulldog, AMX 1390, RU251, IS, and a T54
Light tank.
Indeed.
LOT, yeah.
And it's capable of either using autoloader or single shot?
A single shot. It's a single shot only.
Oh, single shot only.
Yeah, but the armor is much better compared to our light tank, but you know, the DPM is not that good. Because he used the T54 head. Okay, T54 have the two guns, and one is really nice, really high damage, high penetration, and another one is the old one. And the light tank is use the old one. The old one is not that good, I think.
All right, so let's see just what is coming out from PvP Super Friends. There's going to be 3 RU251s and AMX 13.
Do you see the team efficiency they use the 2 heavy tank? Yeah, that means they're gonna match to the capture point because they need the thick armor to fight the close battle, so they choose the heavy tank there.
Oh yeah, I can see that happening. All right, so let's see how things pan out here with this rush.
Yeah. I think
T54 gets there.
If the Chinese 110 can reach the capture circle as soon as possible, they might win this one because the 2 light tank gonna capture the part on the north.
Yeah, and they're gonna try and just secure it. And
yeah,
like
they're gonna secure here, and two Chinese 110 gonna capture. They're gonna use the Bulldog go to the flanking or okay, it's RU251. Oh,
Pokart's in a lot of trouble right now.
Maybe they're gonna use the 2 captures strategy, you know.
I
2
like
capture
this.
on the south, 2 capture on the north.
It's new. They just baited the entire team heading straight out to the north end of the map, and now the RU251 is piling in from the south. Edison is indeed the battle tactician.
And they cannot kill the Chinese 110. Oh, they got 2 bar here.
Maybe. All right, so they're going to start a capture from both sides. If they can't reset, they might be in a lot of trouble. I had no clue that 2 separate capture points can actually contribute to the same capture, but it looks like the M41 Bulldog might want to get in there. No, wait a minute. That's an RU251 providing supporting fire from that location. He's not actually inside the capture circle.
Yeah, he's sniper there, you know. Because if you want to reset a capture, you have to stand here and deal with the Chinese 110, right? So they go to their back and snipe him.
Oh man, Sly Fox is about to get picked off, but this is still not looking all that good for PvP Super Friends right now on the defense. Team efficiency is outplaying them to the tilt, and Little Mac is about to get hit, and he does.
That's nice. You know, if you want to capture, you know, choose the 6 armor, you know, stand there, and they have to pay for that. If they want to, I mean, the PP want to reset your capture, they have to pay for that because you've got heavy tank there. You know, if you use the light tank to capture, it's really easy to be killed.
Ooh, nice ram out of the game there. And now, here we are.
Yeah, I think the team efficiency choose a really nice strategy here.
Solid execution.
Really nice. Yep. Really
all the way. All right, so I mean, stopping and thinking about that from a minute. I mean, like, you said they were probably going to try and capture from 2 different locations, and I wonder, does that actually contribute to the same?
Yeah, but you know, as we can see, no. I'm not sure about this one because that's the first time I saw this mode. So
yeah,
if they can contribute to the 1 capture point, no, that's really effective strategy. But no,
dangerous. Very dangerous too.
But no, it's 2 bar. I saw the 2 bar on my mod, so that means the 2 different capture circle. That means you have to capture 2 different capture point. So that's why the team efficiency didn't capture. If they just capture, they already win, I think.
Yeah. Well, this game ends in victory for team efficiency. I mean, like, they had solid execution all the way across the board
really
again.
Nice.
They had a new innovative strategy, and they used the RU251 to its most effective points. Its speed, and its firepower, and its accuracy.
Yeah.
The M24 Chafe on steroids, if you will. But we're going to go ahead and take things into a 2, maybe 3-minute commercial break, and then we'll be back ASAP.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back now. The score is 2-1. Team Efficiency in the lead. The question is, who's going to take game number 4 here on Ruinberg? Let's not forget that it's actually going to be 4 matches played on each map. So after this map, no matter what happens, or excuse me, after this match, no matter what happens, we're going to dive straight into the next map, which is going to be, do we know?
I forgot.
Yeah, we're in a bunch of trouble right now, but I guess we can just stand by and wait to see where that's going to be just shortly after this game. But already we can see that
this time the team efficiency choose 6 lighting for RU251.
Yeah, 4 RU251s and an M41 Bulldog, AMX 5100, and that's actually 2 Bulldogs. And we've got, coming from the enemy team, PvP Super Friends.
Can I see that right now? Okay.
Huh? They're going to be dead right now?
No. I mean, they choose a different setup. That means they won't capture this time. Maybe they cannot go straight to Esport, I guess. Because they got a short, not that short, but if you just go here and go to Source, it's quite fast compared to the best start from the Source. It's much faster right now, I guess.
All right, so we're waiting for the production crew to put us on the correct screen. There we go.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so it's going to be
straight. That's right.
Right, 3 RU251s coming from PvP, an AMX 1390 T54, and 2 M41 Bulldogs, M41 Bulldogs. And this is looking pretty heated already. There's one member of PvP that's actually headed out to the capture circle to make sure no one's going for it. But that is going to detract from the tank count at the front lines fight. Here it is. Batman is at the front lines. I have a feeling he's not going to be on for too much longer. Boom!
The entire second, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so cool. The rest of the lineup from Team Efficiency is looking, or PvP rather, is looking very strong in its present location, but Team Efficiency is looking like they're going to try and overpower that very soon with this run by, I guess you could say. They're diving straight into it. Death Guy's in a dangerous position. Oh my god, this is amazing! Look at the way they piled into this. Team Efficiency now lighting up PvP's reverse, and Nuto's taken out of the board. Juice and Sly Fox are now focusing down, it looks like Icewater, no, I'm sorry, different target. And now, for the moment, Pokart is struggling for dear life, running for the hills.
Can I kill the Icewater? What's the tank here then?
It looks like, I think he was actually, he was track shotted, if you will.
Yeah, you check all the time.
Team Efficiency is, or PvP is getting eaten alive by Team Efficiency at the moment. It's Little Mac and Kyo versus the world, and I don't
think... the kick check shot.
I don't think they've got what it takes to deal with this.
Okay.
Little Mac is going up against Dexta, Deathskies, and now Sly Fox.
Yeah, I love that series. Every match only taking 2 minutes.
Oh yeah,
1 to 2 minutes.
it's just action-packed all the way across the board. That's, it's going to put Team Efficiency up now 3 points to the 1 point PvP. And I'm thinking in the next map, PvP ought to have some more defensive strategies up their sleeves.
Yeah, but this time the one team, they always rush on one way because you are defense, so sometimes you need someone on the capture circle. Watch the capture circle and someone on the middle. But for the assault team, they just rush you into the middle, just kill everyone there first. They know you are someone behind, you are someone away from the other team members, so they just rush you. The strategy is good, I think, but it's just beginning. So it's a new mod, new rule. So every team just trying new strategy, I feel.
All right. So guys, before we take it into a quick break, I want to remind you all that this counts towards the World Series for World of Tanks. We'll have more on that just before this next game on Himmelsdorf gets started. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Alright guys, we are back now. And this is going to be match number 1 on Himmelsdorf. Who is on defense this game around? It's going to be...
Defense is team efficiency.
Alright, and on the offense it's going to be PvP Super Friends. And, you know, I mean, PvP, they've shown us that they have some very solid rush strategies, but... You know, rush on Himmelsdorf is kind of a little bit of an oxymoron once you think about it, because we're talking about all heavy tanks. We're talking, you know, for the most part.
Yeah, but you know, I saw the setup on the team efficiency, I won't choose a rush strategy because of this KV4. You know, KV4 is really effective if he got some point. You know, it's really hard to penetrate if he hide the full armor. I mean, he can use the side square strategy, a side square skill to defend, and really nice.
Alright, so for PvP, it's going to be 3 AMX 50s, 2 IS3s, and IS of T29. The T29s are a pain in the rear, from what I've been playing against.
Yeah, but you know, normally we use the T29 to show up torrent. You got a window, or you got really a short heel, you can use the T29 really nice. But on this map, I think the assault team do not have too many chances to, you know, just show up torrent.
And now for PvP, I'm wondering just what their loadout is. I'm sorry, for team efficiency, I'm wondering what their loadout is.
Yeah,
it's
they got 2 KV4. You see that? And Tiger.
Yeah. 2 KV4s a Tiger, T29, IS3, and 2 AMX 50s for those of you who may be visually impaired or have the stream on lower quality.
Yeah, I say the Tiger, if you use the Tiger here, you know, it's really nice for sniping. Tiger have really nice DPM, and the hit point almost like tier A. It's only a tier 7, got really the DPM like tier A, the hit point like tier A. So if he set up some play like sniper, it will be nice.
Edison, anyone who watched the movie Fury can tell you that the Tiger has really nice DPM.
But you know,
no spoilers, guys. No spoilers, but
but you know, the Fury, you know, can kill Tiger really easy.
I guess you could say that. Yeah, I mean, 4 versus 1. If you catch one of them out, hit them straight in the ammo rack, the gas tank, whatever have you.
Okay, let's set out T29 here. Okay, it's good. K4 here. It's really defensive strategy. You know, every position was this. They have seen. I mean, the team efficiency already saying about. Okay, we can use K4 here, we can use T29 here. I3 also nice because there is a window show up torrent. We got 2 sniper, I mean the M50 and Tiger for sniper, K4 for blockbuster. You know.
I feel like the T29 was chosen for its armor. Edison, would you say that or no?
No, it's really easy to penetrate. If they don't have a chance, I mean, if T29 do not have a chance to show up the torrent, it's really easy to penetrate because the full armor is only 102 millimeter, I think.
All right, so they're all piling down that center lane at the 5 mark on the minimap, and I feel like I feel like this might be a fight that just they don't. It's just going to hurt.
Quite interesting. I don't know if the mod problem because the T29 is still here. I don't know what's the work there, you know, or mod problem.
All right, maybe. It could be. I mean, we've had mod issues before, but there we go.
Okay,
everyone's piling in.
Yeah, they're gonna. That's right.
PvP is doing the rush that they want to do. They want to employ, but it looks like it's having some limited effect. And Tari's already at half of his HP. Juice and Elite, on the other hand, taking quite a beating. Kill piling in there against Tanaka and Dexter. It looks like that plan is working against him as he's slated to fall before his opponents in front of him. And Tanaka is getting focused down. Indeed, he's taken out of the game. Anuto backing up, and Tari down to about 1 shot. So this rush is kind of working against PvP Super Friends more than it's helping them. I feel like one big hope they could have is to go for the capture. They've only got 1 in the capture circle thus far.
Yeah,
and I think
do you see the Deska skill there?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, it's a KV4, you know.
So this rush is hurting these guys more than it's helping them.
If they use more tank to rush in to kill Deska or someone out there, it might be working. The K4 is a blockbuster, so you know it needs more firepower to kill him.
This is not looking good for PvP again.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we're talking, they've only got 3 tanks left in the game. They've got a T-29 at the center of the map they're not using just yet. And he's just now coming forward, but I feel like this is a game that they can't really win.
Yep.
All right, the math isn't there, the numbers aren't really there. It's going to take some major luck from RNGesus to save these guys. All right, but Comics does now just take that Atari out of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so now it's all up to Batman. Was he the commander? No, I thought maybe he was in the T-29, but he fell in the background. Batman's the last man standing. And I think his charming personality is perhaps one of the things that could save him, but no, more than likely not in this situation.
Yeah.
You could get a couple of nice kills, a couple of nice plays, but I don't think he'll win it outright. Hatsune Miku chasing him down. And did he get track shot?
No.
Tid?
Nampan.
Oh man, bounce.
Yeah.
How about the next one? Is it a bounce? Does not. And now at least turning that corner. Nice shot.
But he don't have any ammo, I guess.
I think he's on the reload.
Yeah.
Maybe. He struggles to get away, but I mean, Dexter was on the other end. Elite was there. I feel like there was no escaping that.
Yeah, I think KB4 is okay. KB4 is nice work on here, and they have a Tiger. Sometimes I feel the Tiger is much better than Ice. Why not you just use the Tiger? Because the Tiger got like 1,400 hit point. You know, Ice only 1,200, I guess. I don't remember the number, maybe 12 or 13. But if you use Tiger, you got more hit point and you got higher DPM. And the gun, the penetration is nice. With a gold run, it might be more than 230, I think.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the way this game worked out, it was. I would say maybe it failed from the moment that they rushed. Would you say that would be? I mean, like,
yeah, but you know, a rush is okay, but you know, if you want to rush, you have to kill everyone there. You know, not just rush somewhere and stop.
Right.
Just rush, go through and kill KB4, kill everyone there. You know, because of you already kill one. You
That's
got
true.
one advantage, but in the beginning they are played on they are trying to scout on the south, and they saw okay, there is a KB4. KB4 have big problem because of the armor is thick, but the speed is really slow. If you want to turn around, it take it maybe more than 10 seconds. So if you are rush and just trying to kill the corner, the KB4 on the corner, I mean on the north part, everyone on the north, as soon as possible, because the support is not that fast. But they stand there and pick up boom, and everyone come here and kill you. You know.
All right, so we're going to take things into what may possibly be the final game of the evening after a short 2-minute break. All right, guys, we are back, and now the score is 4-1 in favor of Team Efficiency, and this is where I point out that it is not possible for Team Efficiency to lose at this stage. What I mean by that is PvP could potentially win the next 4 games in a row, and then after that we could take it into the tiebreaker game, which would be on Siegfried line. And then we could see who wins the assault mode game, where basically this entire set would be 2 points, but they won't just straight out lose. They won't just straight out lose. What's the word I'm looking for? 3 points in this set. Must be feeling very confident, and their training, their very hard training has shown through. They're showing us that they want to be one of the world contenders.
Yep.
And maybe a bad omen for the day is the fact that Elong has essentially been disqualified for showing up late. But here are the tanks that we have: 2 AMX 50s, 3 it's going to be for PvP, 2 for Team Efficiency, 2 KV4s, 1 IS3, a T29, and a Tiger 1 all over again. 2 IS3s, an IS29, an IS and a T29. It's going to be for PvP Super Friends.
Yeah, I think they have the same setup. And KV4 on the Soros and the window, I3 KV4, a sniper M50, a sniper Tiger, a T29 show up turret on the southwest. That's it. Their setup. I think the best way to break through still on the south side here. Let me try 2, 3.
Alright, so they're going to do it again. Just diving straight up the 5 line, if you will.
Yep.
And the question is, at the end of the day, will this work or will this not work? Wait. Not quite a straight up dive through the 5 line.
You're going to go to the worst part this time?
I think they got something new in mind. Icewater is doing a little bit of spotting there. He took a little bit of action. 1 shot fired, it did miss him.
Yeah, whatever they do, they actually they have more firepower because of the T29 here, the cross here. It cannot offer any support to the if they go attack. I mean the PvP attack from the south or east, either way. But on this, even they have a tank, more tank to attack, they still cannot work out. If this time the PvP go to the south to kill KV4, I think it's much better because if we KV4 on the south, he don't have too many cover there because there is empty. He cannot just show up a torrent like as a north part,
All right, so here we go. Tanaka is now diving into. Well, actually, he's just staying on the defense like he has to there, and I feel like the AMX 50 there.
Yeah.
That's to say, Batman. He's getting ready to dive in, but I feel like he's going to be there for vision more than anything else.
Yep. As the team efficiency, they stick on the north. That means they expect the enemy, the PvP team, gonna rush again. Like this one. So that's why they set up. If the PvP, goes to the south and kill KV4 first, maybe this time they're gonna do it better.
Yeah, I feel like they'll have a very solid shot. I mean, especially once they've got the heavies out of the game.
Yeah,
the damage dealers.
Yeah, but the problem is here. The M50, it cannot offer the instant support to the teammate. It might make problem there.
Okay, so this guy's still waiting calmly on the other side of that corner. He hasn't seen anything just yet, and of course from the other side we haven't seen anything either.
Yeah, they are ready for their attack on the north, but PvP gonna give them a surprise from the south. Okay, they rush.
That looks about right.
They rush. Okay.
Desguise fires a shot, does connect with Little Mac, and now Kyo is gonna dive in head first on that Desguise. Shot misses. If not, it's a non-head or a track shot. Kyo taking a good chunk of damage in return. Pokart taking a huge chunk as well. Kyo now down to 1 shot and out of the game.
It's ice, right? Only ice is okay.
I think so, maybe. This guy is now looking like he's about to get poached, but this is an exchange that is not going effectively in favor of PvP Super Friends. 1 tank for 3.
Yeah.
Not quite worth the time of PvP Super Friends. Meanwhile, in the background, it looks like Dexta is about to fall for his team, maybe. Remember, guys, the objective of war is not to die for your country, but make the other team die for theirs. and that is exactly what Team Efficiency is doing right in this game.
Yeah, and I have to say that the KB4 working right now. So maybe we cannot see more and more KB4 on the Himmelsdorf or the Ensk because of if you got a 2 KB4, it really the stick armor is really working, and the Tiger.
That's around.
Tiger is a tier 7, so maybe sometimes people just ignore him, but the DPM is higher than tier 8.
Right.
You have to kill Tiger first.
Well, they did it. Team Efficiency took this game 5-1. They're showing that they want to go to the World Finals. And right now, this is where I guess we could just go ahead and just freshly plug you in with how the WGL APAC-ASIA fits into, as well as the season finals, fits into the Gunner scheme for the World Finals. If I'm not mistaken, it's 2,200 points to come in second prize for the season finals, correct?
Actually, I forgot a point.
That's all right. It's all right. It's all I can remember is that Arete has made it so high.
Yeah,
with
because
2
they got
wins.
they got 2 wins. So.
Exactly, with 2 season 1 wins, they're guaranteed.
Yeah, they are guaranteed.
But there's one other team that can join them from the APAC region, and right now the 4 best teams with a best shot would actually be PvP Super Friends, Team Efficiency, Charlotte Tiger, and Elo.
Yeah, but
based on their
I
points.
think the second place still got more points. So one is the Team Efficiency, right?
Yeah.
Another one is Elo.
Right, they're about even. Actually, Team Efficiency has a little bit more than Elong because they finished in the top 6.
Ah, yeah. Because Elong just joined for 1 season only.
Right.
Yep.
So, throwing it out there, if we see Team Efficiency come in second prize at the season finals like they did in season 1 this time around, they are guaranteed a spot at the World Finals.
Yep.
Conversely...
But they have to get the season final first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that easy to get the first place because if Elon got first place, they still go to the season final. I mean the WGL or World Series final.
That's right. And PvP is basically in the same situation. If they can get second prize at season finals, or even if they get first prize, they're guaranteed a spot in World Finals.
Yeah. But if because we got a Elon, got a Short Tiger this season, previous season, it's really nice because on season 1 they are, I cannot say they are top tier team. They are good, but maybe only second tier. But on the previous season, they're doing really nice, really nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is, I don't know. Do you think this is an omen with Elong being disqualified today? It's like, oh, they're slacking off. Team Efficiency is already 3 points ahead of them.
Yeah, but only 3 points. The Elong team is really strong. If on the Asia final, Asia final, not the grand final on the WGL. On the Asia final, if they got top 4, they still got a chance to be a champion on the Asia. So
really,
yeah.
Okay, I'll have to remember that. All right, so guys, I am Benjamin Breaker Novotny.
Lisa Addison 99.
And we'll see you guys day after tomorrow with day 2 of the WGL Gold Series. So we'll see you guys then.
Okay.